Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Tudor Black Bay 58 in a new Burgundy dial with Burgundy Bezel in stainless steel, reference M7939A1A0RU-0003. I'll tell you a little bit about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. But just to give you just a tiny overview, this Black Bay 58 is a new release. The new color of 2025 is burgundy. That's right, many companies are using it. Tudor, also Vacheron Constantin, they're also using a burgundy in their new releases. The burgundy's done really well. The Black Bay 58 is a long-standing collection of Tudor, and they make several different variations. The variation looking at here comes on a rubber strap. They also do one on a very cool, it looks like an oyster bracelet, but it's an oyster bracelet that had rivets on it, and kind of looks it's a little like an old school oyster bracelet. They also make a Jubilee looking bracelet. So that's the other variations that they have. Pretty much every variation: oyster bracelet, a Jubilee, and a rubber strap. So we're going to look at the rubber strap one today. They actually are surprisingly all very similar in terms of price, by the way. You would think that the rubber strap was much cheaper, but it's actually only less than $200, or around $200 cheaper than the steel bracelet. So yeah. Okay. But anyways, let's move on and talk about this watch itself. Let's start with the case. Now the case here, they do a great job of keeping the size. Not the same as its counterpart, the Rolex Submariner, which is I guess you'd say the big brother, not the counterpart, which is at 41 millimeters. They do this one, the Black Bay, at 39 millimeters. So for those who want to have a little bit sporty watch, but just a little bit smaller, not like the bigger Submariner, maybe you have a smaller wrist, or you just like it to be a little bit more sleek, you have a choice. And to get it with these funky colors, because it kind of does look like a Submariner. So at 39 millimeters, it's quite a nice size, and it's only 11.7 millimeters thick, not very big thickness either. Now, what else I can point out about this case, Tudor did a great job, and no surprise, I believe they're owned by Rolex, so that's no surprise there. But what they do is a very similar case to the Submariner, for example, but they do a nice beveled edge, which they don't do on the most of the sports watch, with the exception of the Yachtmaster 42 in titanium, which is a new release also. They do this really nice beveled edge here. So the top of it satin finish with this beveled edge here. And they use the same kind of case idea. The lugs go in very streamlined, very angled toward the strap. And they use an end link here so that there's no gap between the rubber bracelet and the head of the watch. And they even sort of do this, which I think is a nice attention to detail. You notice that the rubber strap has an indentation here. On the Rolexes, the rubber strap is completely straight when it connects to the head of the watch. And that makes the watch head look even bigger. But when you separate the bracelet from the head with this sort of indentation, I believe it gives more depth to the watch. It makes it look less like it's two different parts. Looks like it's more cohesive and integrated. So I like that look, this end piece here that they designed. It's a nice way to integrate the rubber strap. Otherwise, it just looks like you took the strap off and then put another strap on. That's not a big deal. But in this way, it actually looks integrated, as if it were part of the watch design. So I like that. Okay, let's move on here to the next thing, which is by the way, I told you 39 millimeters. Okay, that's the longest distance across the diameter of the watch from 8 to 2 o'clock position. All right, now let's move on and look at the bezel. The bezel here also is a really cool color. It's burgundy. Burgundy is sort of a mix of red. It's like a dark red. It's unidirectional, because unidirectional means moves only in one direction, because this watch is a diving watch. That's what it's meant to be, so you don't want to have the time go backwards underwater. Okay. And the prototype of the Submariner, you see this kind of bezel, it really looks like the Submariner. And actually, as I said, I understand it came from the prototype. There was a prototype called the Tudor Submariner, reference 79190. It was developed somewhere in the 90s, and it looked kind of like this, but they've evolved it since then, and this is the latest evolution of that. So, yeah, okay, anyways, the bezel here is burgundy. They actually make other bezel variations of this. Um, but yeah, leave it up to Tudor to do a lot of funky, cool stuff with their watches, including the color. Now the dial is also matching. It has a burgundy dial, as you can see here, and I like that as well. It's just a funky color. It's not something you see all the time, and they don't do that on the higher end Rolexes. They keep it very simple. The dial is burgundy, and it has a um, domed crystal. Actually, if you look at the crystal, another interesting thing, Rolexes don't do this domed crystal. They do flat sapphire crystals. This is still a sapphire crystal, but it's domed. Now, strangely enough, domed gives it a vintage look, and I'm not sure why they did it on the Tudors, because it's actually expensive to do a domed sapphire crystal. It's cheaper to do a flat sapphire crystal, but it gives the watch more vintage look. And so, given the price point, I think Tudor really did a great job of making the watch look very vintage, yet use modern techniques and materials. And this is another example of this attention to detail on the crystal. To make a domed crystal that kind of looks like the old plastic crystals, except it's sapphire, which is very expensive and doesn't scratch. Okay, that's the dial, and it has a very legible dial, by the way. You see it uses a triangle and a rectangle at the 3 and the 9, as well as a triangle at the 12. And the hour markers are just very legible along with the hands. So it just makes the watch very legible. You can read it at any time, which is a sort of complaint on other watches, not the Submariner, but both Tudor and Rolex do a great job of making their watches very, very legible. Because, for those guys who are over 50, your eyesight is not so great, especially at close distance. So having a watch that you can actually read makes very good sense. All right, anyways, let's move on here to the movement. The movement here is a caliber MT5400-U. It's COSC certified, and it's self-winding, and it has a 65-hour power reserve. Not much else to say since you can't see it anyways, but it's a good movement that works. Not a beautiful movement, that's why they cover it probably. But it does work, and it's not finished to the extreme like Rolex. If you want that kind of finish that you can't see anyways, then you buy a Rolex. But it does work, and there's no issue with it, and it's certified. So, okay, that's that. Let's look at the strap here. Now, the strap also did a great job on it, and I think they're taking cues from the Rolex. Now, Rolex only does rubber straps on their really expensive precious metal watches, but Tudor, because they are the cheaper younger brother, they can do these rubber straps on anything, and they do it on the steel watches, which kind of actually makes more sense to me. It makes sense to put rubber, which is a cheaper material, if you will, on a watch such as steel, and it's also meant to be sporty. So just to me, it makes most sense to put rubber, with a steel watch. And on a precious metal, I feel like you should put leather, right? But okay, anyways. So they did that, and the result is what you see here. It's a really nice looking strap, and it has a good buckle, a deployant buckle. It's really similar, if you ask me, to the Rolex. The only difference being, it's just the name on the buckle. So, all right. Anyways, that's the strap and the buckle. And let's see what else here. Okay, I guess that brings us to the end of this. Now let's go ahead and try this watch on and give you my thoughts. I'm a fan of Tudor. I like them. I think they're a great brand. Not the greatest, but they are a pretty good brand. And I think it's a good alternative when you want to wear a nice watch, but you don't want to pay Rolex prices. Then this watch, for example, retails at $4,625 as of 25. Probably that's going to go up in the future, and we're selling it for a little bit under that. Sometimes you can't get this watch at the authorized dealer, so it makes sense to come buy it from us, or we're just cheaper, and so that's why it makes sense to buy it from us. And you can do so by clicking on the link in the description below.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.